welcome to class. My name is Elina and today we are doing a quick and yummy shoulder opening class. So for today you will need 2 yoga blocks. If you don't have yoga blocks, don't worry, you can just do it on the floor. And then you are going to need a strap or a resistance band or something long that you can hold on to. It can be a belt or dog leash or even a long sleeved sweater. We are going to get started in a comfortable seated position. So you can sit like this with hips on your heels, or you can sit in a cross-legged position. You can sit on a block, you can even sit on a chair. So get really comfy and then place your fingers on top of your shoulders. And we're just gonna start moving our shoulders in this big circle and really focusing on pulling the shoulder blades together as you go back and feeling them separate as you go forward. So you may hear a lot of cracking and popping here, and it's all good as long as there's no pain. So it's nice and easy warming up here into the shoulder joints and switch directions. So it's a good one to do any time of day actually, just to get that synovial fluid going. Do a few more here. Maybe your elbows touch in the front, maybe they don't, doesn't matter. Just feeling really good here. Let's do 2 more. Beautiful. Release that, shake it out. And staying in your comfortable seated position, reach both arms up overhead. Big inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down to the floor, left arm goes up and over. Inhale, back up. And exhale, left hand comes down, right arm up and over. Feeling a nice stretch in your side body here. And inhale up, exhale over to the other side. You can keep going here with your own breath. Just getting into that side body. Also getting some side stretching into our spine. This should again feel really, really good. So be mindful here that you're not coming over too much with your chest like this, but you want to kind of open up. And that might mean that you can't go as far, and that's okay. Not trying to make it look any certain way, just feeling into it. All right, next time you're over to the left, stay here, flip your palm up so that as if you're trying to touch the ceiling, and then just start circling it backwards. Keep your eyes on your fingers. C-curve the spine, come forward. Inhale as you go back, and exhale as you come forward. 2 more just like that, nice and slow with your breath. If you have curtains like me here, you might they might be in your way, that's okay. Just work with what you got. All right, and switch directions. Nice and easy, really feeling the shoulder mobilize here. Oh, and you might see I'm in a bikini top, and we're in Cyprus right now, and I was just in the pool. So I'm noticing it's dripping here on my shorts, but that's okay. Last one. This one feels really, really good. Inhale back to center, arms come up, you can look up, and then exhale over to the right, and we're going to do the same thing on this side. Palm flips so that you're kind of stamping it to the ceiling, and then just start rotating your shoulder, coming forward as you exhale, inhale as you go back. This should feel really good, and slow it down. Slow, yummy movement with your breath. There is no rush here. Let's do 1 more on this, in this direction. If you're getting the curtains with you, that's all good. And other direction. This one feels so good. Really, kind of as you go forward, you can just feel that shoulder blade move. It feels so good for those usually tight muscles back there. Let's do 1 more. Beautiful. Arms up, inhale. Look up and release. Shake it out a bit. And we're going to come to all fours. Now like I said, we're in Cyprus, so I'm in a hotel room here and the floor is extremely hard. So I'm padding my mat with an extra little mini mat. Feel free to do the same. You can also use a towel or anything if you have sensitive knees. Come onto all fours. So knees are underneath the hips, wrists are underneath the shoulders. From here, take an inhale and reach your tailbone towards the sky. Drop the belly and look slightly up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, draw the belly in, and pull the shoulder blades apart and gaze towards your navel. Again, inhale, sit bones spread apart, tailbone up, belly drops, chest comes forward, look up, feel the shoulder blades pull together here. And exhale, curl the spine, push the floor away, shoulder blades come apart, gaze towards your belly button. Do 3 more here with your own breath. And again, slow it down. Really feel your spine and your shoulders moving here. Just nice, easy movement, mobilizing everything. And we have 1 more. Beautiful. From here, separate your knees a little bit more so that they're roughly the width of the mat. Big toes together. If you can, come to sit on your heels, but you don't have to sit all the way back if that's not comfortable. I'm going to do some spinal waves here from this child's pose and into a tabletop position. So you can watch me first. So you'll start off in child's pose. You'll curl up with an inhale. Really draw that belly in. Come up on your fingertips and think of that cat pose. And as you come to the top, you go into your cow again and slowly sit back down, looking upwards. Inhale. So it's kind of like the cat-cows we just did. They're just a little bit more fluid here. Fingertips stay connected to the mat. Tailbone comes up, belly drops, look up. These are really, really nice to do first thing in the morning, just to mobilize your spine, your shoulders, hips, everything. Do 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Come back to we're actually going to stand on our knees here. If this is very uncomfortable for you, you can do this standing up or seated on a chair. Actually, I'm going to sit back on my heels, so I don't think you can see me if I'm up on my knees, because the camera is not set up for that. Grab your strap or your leash or whatever you have. Now, I'm using a resistance band, but you can use something that's firm. It doesn't have to be stretchy at all. Focus on tucking your, knitting your front ribs in. So a lot of times we flare our ribs like this, but you want to really knit them in, engage the core. Imagine that your hip bones are drawing in together towards each other, towards the midline. So you really feel this kind of strong core activation. Grab your strap. Now start wider. The tighter you go, the harder it gets. So start pretty wide and see how that feels. And keeping your core engagement. On an inhale, you're just going to bring your shoulders up and over and back. Oops, that's in the way. To readjust. It's okay. And then back. Oops. Sorry, you keep going. Think about knitting those front ribs in and really feeling your shoulder blades move here. So your shoulder blades will start coming together as you go back, and then they'll come together as you go up, and then when you come up here, they'll start pulling apart instead. So this is a really, really good shoulder mobility move that you can do every single day, multiple times a day. And if you feel like it's too easy, bring your hands closer together. Again, knitting those ribs in. I am just pulling these curtains with me. Keep going here. I'm going to readjust again so I don't keep going. You're doing great. Do a few more here. And these you can do 10 or 15, 3 times a day. It'll really help open up your shoulders. And it again helps with getting all that yummy synovial fluid to get going, and it'll just help you feel more open. Let's do 3 more. And don't be afraid to slow it down, right? So a lot of times we do these moves and we do them so fast, we kind of just want them to be over, right? But if we can really slow it down, it's a different sensation. As you go up, think about kind of reaching your shoulders up, and then as you go back, those shoulder blades come together. You might start feeling a burn. It's all good. Last one. Beautiful. All right. Hope that felt really good. Did for me. Now we'll come back to our tabletop position again. So pad your knees if needed. And we're gonna do a puppy pose. So this one is another one that I do every single day. It feels really, really good. And especially if you sit by a computer all day or are on your phone a lot, this is really good to open up kind of your shoulders and your upper back, which tends to get really, really tight. And it causes all kinds of neck pain, shoulder pain, all that kind of stuff. So you are going to come onto your knees. You're in tabletop position, and you're just going to start walking your hands forward. So be gentle here and see how this feels. So you can put your forehead down, or if your chest can come down, you can place your chest down and then also your chin. Breathe here. Just find one that feels good for you. It should not be too intense, not too overwhelming. It should just be a really nice stretch in your upper back. And you might want to check so that your hips are over your knees. They can be a little bit more forward even to give you more space. Just make sure that they're not back here, because then you're not going to be able to kind of changes the pose and it takes it away. Let's do 3 more breaths here. Wherever you are, forehead down, chest down, chin down. Pick one that feels like a nice yummy stretch, not too overwhelming. Nice deep breaths. Notice the contact with the floor. Feel a stretch in your shoulders. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Slowly make your way out of that. And now, if you have blocks, we're going to do the same thing with our elbows on blocks. If you don't have blocks and you that puppy pose felt good to you, just do it again. If you do have your blocks, set them up so there are different settings. This is going to be the easiest. This is going to be medium. This is quite challenging and it's also a little unstable, so I wouldn't really recommend that. I'm going to keep mine here on the medium setting. Place them about shoulder distance apart, not any further. And we'll place our elbows on top. Again, you can do it like this, which will make it a little bit easier. Place both like that. And then we'll do the same thing. So elbows are in the middle of the blocks, hands together, walk your knees back just a tad. Bring your hands together in kind of a prayer position and just let your chest sink down. Again, you don't want to feel any pain in your shoulders here. Just a really nice stretch through your triceps, upper back. You might hear some cracking and popping. Again, it's all good as long as there's no pain. On your next exhale, you can play with engaging through the core. Takes it more into the shoulders and triceps. And then maybe you relax again. Just let everything kind of hang here. Gently push into the blocks with your shoulders or with your elbows. You can press the pinky hand or pinky side of the hands together. Play with core engagement again. And release. And slowly make your way out. Straighten the arms and come on up the same way you came in. Now you can do any of these poses one more time if something felt extra good. You can incorporate all of these into your daily routine. It really, really, really helps if you have upper back issues, chest issues, shoulder issues, or neck issues. We sit like this all day long, right? So whether we are on our phones, we're working, we're cooking, we're driving, we're always like this. And so it's really important to open up this way. And especially if you, like me, have ankylosing spondylitis, which is a spinal condition, we tend to become this way anyway, right? And so we really want to focus on opening up through our chest so that we can get more space to breathe. We can teach our spine that it wants to be in this position, not in this position. So I would highly recommend either doing this class every day or every other day, whatever feels good for you, and also incorporating some of these moves into your daily routine. So you can do them in the evening, like as part of your stretching routine, even while watching TV. Do the shoulder flossing throughout the day with that thing we did with the strap. The puppy pose is also great. Like, these are all really, really good moves to do on a daily basis. So I hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, I will see you soon. And now we're going to go back and enjoy the pool. I hope you liked it. Bye.